So Samsung is finally about to fix one of the ugliest camera issues we've had, not just on foldables, but across smartphones in general with the upcoming Galaxy Z Fold 8 and Z Fold 8 Wide. On top of that, we've got our first proper look at the dummy units for the entire Fold 8 lineup, plus an early look at the Galaxy glasses launching at the same Unpacked event. And yeah, it's not what I expected. Let's get into it. What's up guys, Sal here. So for the longest time, smartphone design has been obsessed with one thing: trimming the bezels. Samsung really pushed that vision forward with devices like the Galaxy S8, and then a couple of years later, they took it even further with the punch hole camera on the S10. At first, that punch hole stood out a lot, but over the next few generations, Samsung slowly shrunk it down. Then after the Note 20 Ultra, progress basically just stopped. The size barely changed for years. In fact, with the S26 Ultra, it actually got bigger. But now, with the Z Fold 8 lineup, that finally looks like it's changing. According to IceUniverse, Samsung has reduced the front camera cutout from 3.7mm on the Fold 7 to just 2.5mm on the Fold 8 and the Fold 8 Wide. That's a huge drop, and honestly it looks ridiculously smaller. It should make content viewing less distracting and just better overall. And the best part is, this isn't coming at the cost of camera quality. The sensor size stays the same as the Fold 7, still a 10 megapixel unit, and both models are getting the same setup. So when it comes to the overall camera, the only real difference between the Z Fold 8 and the wide version is that the wide skips the 3x telephoto on the rear. Now what about the cutout on the inner display camera? Well, there's no direct info on that, but based on OnLeaks' renders, it doesn't look like Samsung is shrinking that one. But interestingly enough, the Z Fold 8 Wide seems to have a slightly smaller cutout compared to the regular Fold 8, even with the same sensor. Either way, considering how stagnant punch hole design has been lately, this is still a solid upgrade. Next, we've got dummy units of the Z Fold 8, Fold 8 Wide, and the Flip 8. And this really highlights how different the wide model is. What's surprising is the footprint. The Z Fold 8 Wide doesn't feel that much bigger than the Z Flip 8, which is kinda wild. Now you might notice those rings on the back of all three models and might be wondering, are we finally getting magnets inside these phones? Well, I wouldn't jump to that conclusion yet. Sure, a Chinese tipster claims the Fold 8 and Flip 8 will have magnets, but we've seen this before. The S26 dummy units had similar rings and everyone thought MagSafe was coming, but it didn't. More likely, these rings are just alignment guides for wireless charging cases. Magnets will probably be in the case, not the phone itself, and considering even Apple is reportedly skipping MagSafe on the iPhone Ultra, it's hard to see Samsung going out of their way to include it here. As for wireless charging speeds, that's still unclear. Some sources say it has been upgraded to 25 watts like the S26 Ultra, but nothing's confirmed just yet. Now let's talk about the Galaxy glasses. This is our first real look based on the official CAD renders from OnLeaks. Design-wise, they look good, kinda like Meta's Ray-Ban smart glasses. Specs-wise, you're looking at a 12 megapixel dual camera setup, a 155 mAh battery, Snapdragon AR1 chip, and Gemini built-in. Price is rumored to land somewhere between $380 and $500. But here's the problem: there's no display, and that's a big one. The display version is expected next year, possibly priced between $600 and $900. Even Apple's rumored glasses this year are expected to skip a display too. And honestly, that completely changes the appeal. I was actually interested in picking these up, but without a display, it just doesn't make much sense. Because what are you really getting here? It's basically a camera strapped to your face with a voice assistant. Sure, it's cool for quick captures, hands-free use, maybe some AI tricks. But without a display, it feels incomplete. You still need your phone to actually see anything meaningful, and that defeats the whole purpose of smart glasses, which is to reduce how much you rely on your phone. So yeah, I was interested, but this version, not really. I'd rather wait for the one with the display because that's when it actually starts to make sense. Let me know what you think about all this, and if you want to see the 4 big differences between the Z Fold 8 and the wide model, along with all the upgrades, click the video on the screen right now and I'll see you there.